Hey guys, coming from you from another location since I recently cleaned my room in the past 30 minutes. You need to go somewhere else. You can sit on the floor for a minute. Um, so this is obviously a video, but, it's on a topic that I hold very dear to my heart, and you clearly already know what this video is going to be about, but, I've brought it up a few times in my videos that I do suffer from anxiety. It is a real thing. It's not a made-up thing. It is a disorder that I take pills for. Well, that sounds kind of bad. I do take medication to control it, I guess would be the best phrasing. So I've done research on it, obviously, from me having it and wanting to understand more about it. I've also gone to the doctors that I see to talk to them about it, so I've basically compiled internet and real people advice on this topic. So I guess we'll get started. Then the second half of this video will be me talking about other stuff that it makes me very upset. So there are types of anxiety. This is a thing that I found out when I was young, and many people don't know. There are like many types. Main two are general anxiety, which is what I have, social anxiety, what I guess is a bigger majority of what people have. There's one designated to panic attack anxiety that is just specific to that. What is the other one? Phobia? Specific phobias anxiety that people have. So obviously I don't have the other ones. I can tell you a little bit about what I know about them and then talk about what I personally have. Words. Social anxiety, which a lot of people have, is just where you can't deal with social situations, which a lot of people growing up have. I'm not saying that they have this anxiety problem, but like a lot of people have fear of social interaction and whatnot. But as you grow up, it kind of gets worse. Fear. You have fear of being judged, is what that encompasses. Embarrassment, self-consciousness in situations. Specific phobia is where you have like anxiety problems about like flying or heights or something like that. Panic disorder, obviously you have panic attacks when you get into certain situations. You could possibly have a heart attack if you have this, which kind of sucks, and I would assume you'd have to be on different medication for that, so that doesn't happen. And then the general anxiety. This is just basic, like, you worry about really dumb stuff gets to you. There are certain triggers that some people have. I don't assume I have any. I might, that I just don't know about. But certain things can set certain people off, and they will panic, and it's not fun, and it's probably the worst thing ever. Let me scroll. So, symptoms of the anxiety can vary from whatever certain anxiety you have. I know that if I get into a certain situation in public, I basically go into meltdown mode, and this is like nausea. Words are making sense at this time at 3 in the morning. You get nauseous, dizziness, feel pain in your chest, you might get a headache. Dizziness is definitely a thing for me. That's a big thing. Other people, like, this is actually a problem I've been dealing with since I've been little. It started happening when I was 7. I could not sleep Like, sleep was basically impossible. It's obviously gotten worse over the years, and my sleeping schedule is not a desired one, nor is it a good one to have. I stay up till some odd time in the morning, but will wake up at 7 because I just can't wake up later. So that is obviously something I'm dealing with right now. That I just can't go to sleep, and it's obviously because of this. Panic, fear, and uneasiness. I feel that shit all the time. Cold and sweaty hands. If you know me as a person, my hands are literally always cold. I am not a warm person. Never ever warm. Shortness of breath. This happens to me, like, in social, not like, I wouldn't say social situations, but like, even if I'm literally the only one in a hallway, this will happen to me. There will be no one around, totally go into like meltdown mode, and it's like ridiculous, and it's like there's something sitting on you and you can't breathe, and it's probably like the most frightening thing as a younger person to deal with, because first off, you don't know what's happening, and it's something that will literally scare the crap out of you, because you obviously think something's wrong with you, like you're going crazy, or there's something wrong with you that you can't express to other people. And I understand. I would totally tell someone if this is happening to you, if you are panicking, if you are having these panic attacks at random points in the day, or even in certain situations. I would tell a parent. If your parents are weird, I would tell a friend. Tell a doctor when you go in, because not treating it can lead to something else, like weird thoughts. Suicide has been triggered by this. Depression. It's just a whole can of worms you really don't want to get into. But if you have an anxiety problem, I would just tell someone. Dry mouth. An inability to be still and calm, which can obviously be misassociated with the ADHD. Heart. I have no idea what that word is. Heart problems can be a thing. Muscle tension. Nausea. Numbness or tingling in hands or feet. Dizziness. So that's just encompassed in general anxiety. I can't speak for other anxiety problems or disorders, so yeah. How I deal with it, obviously, I'm on the medication, which kind of helps, but obviously doesn't cover me 24/7. So if I'm out with friends and I forget to take it, there are certain times where I have to literally put on a smile, force myself to just keep on going, because I know that if I fall to the ground and I start having a panic attack, I probably won't be able to get back up. So it is a definite problem. I hate lying to myself through these situations because I know it's not my fault. It's just whatever's happening in this retarded head of mine. Calming tea also helps a lot for me. So if you're not into tea, then I would find an equivalent if it's like a certain meal. Maybe soup helps. If you have a certain my voice is really shaky, I apologize. Food, drinks, especially like if you can find sleeping tea, that shit knocks me out. But if it works for you, that's awesome. If you can't go to sleep at all, or at certain times, and you're having problems going to sleep, sleeping tea works on some people. I'm not saying it works on all. I'm definitely not saying, like, go to the store and get those, like, PM bottles, but normally if you take, like, the recommended amount of any Advil, Aleve, NyQuil, if you take the recommended amount, don't overdose or anything, that stuff will help you sleep, even though it's meant for, like, colds and stuff. Just turn off all the lights and, like, laying down in a dark room with, like, no sound, and or if you sleep with music playing, that would help. But Dad is dat, dad is dat. Next thing I want to talk about, and I know this video is getting kind of long, but I apologize. I will probably cut this up into sections where it's like, things, helpful things, rant, because this is this type of the video. My only problem with anxiety is watching children. I'm not saying they're children, because I've seen 20-year-olds do this. One, you don't know what anxiety is, and you claim to have it. That is my only problem. I'm not saying you have to be diagnosed with this as a thing to know you have it, because I know many people who have not been diagnosed that know for a fact they have anxiety, but they don't have like the level of anxiety to get any help from a medical physician. But like, do not go around saying you have anxiety when you don't. Anxiety is not a trend. It is not a lifestyle you should be living towards. It is a horrible disorder that some people are unfortunate enough to have and have to deal with in day-to-day life, and it sucks, and it like prevents so many people from doing such amazing things. That there might be someone that can cure cancer but has anxiety and can't do anything, so they can't like express their ideas or help people or improve someone's life. So like, shut up. You're claiming to have something that ruins people's lives. The fact that you're like, that many little kids go around saying, oh, I have social anxiety because you can't get out of your house. The fact that you fear, not even fear, like you just don't want to go outside, do not blame that on social anxiety because it's you being lazy. There are people who literally cannot leave their room. There have been stories of people who lock themselves in their room because they can't face going outside. The fact that you as a person are saying it's okay to have anxiety, like I'm not saying it's bad to have anxiety because it's a thing that people have, but you're boasting about it, and it's not right, because you're making this unfortunate situation that someone has and basically like using it to your advantage. It's like someone trying to get the sympathy for something they just claim to have. I don't care if you're lazy and can't get out of your room. I don't. But I don't want you taking a situation someone has and rubbing it in people's faces to make them feel bad for you. Because I don't feel bad for you. I think it's sad. I really do. And there are going to be many people that say like, oh, you make videos, oh, you are yelling at people, you don't have the anxiety. All I have to say to you is, okay. Say that when I fall on the I fall on the ground at a store and cannot get up, so I have to drop everything and literally run out of the store because I cannot like control it. So panic attacks are sucky things. So, well, this video is very long, and I apologize. We'll cut it in sections like promised. And if you have any anxiety, and treat it or not, I personally want to say thank you for being a person. It sucks, but honestly, it's what we got. So let's just try to make the best of this horrible, horrible thing. So, yep. Normal videos back next week. Promise. That is all I gotta say. So, I love every single one of you.